The Zelorians had mapped over 2,000 civilizations in the Orion Arm alone, assimilating peaceful species and neutralizing hostile ones with surgical precision. They had perfected first contact, no surprises, no threats, only control. But on the edge of a newly charted system in Sector 318 Zeta, everything changed. The vessel was unlike anything the Zelorian scout fleet had seen. Initial scans returned nonsense, absurd material compositions, layered shielding that confused even their most advanced sensors. It drifted silently above a blue-green planet, the only sign of activity being the occasional pulse of energy from its aft engines. "It's non-responsive," Commander Vesh reported, his four eyes narrowing at the data display. "No IFF signal, no hails returned. It's ignoring us." Fleet Admiral Ro Thursday flicked his claws against the console, an old habit when agitated. "Are we certain it's not automated?" Vesh hesitated. "We're not certain of anything. Sir, it doesn't match any known civilization, even ancient ruins. And," he gestured to the spectral display, "we can't see inside." That silenced the command deck. No Zelorian ship had ever failed to scan a structure, not even the derelict Prothean relics, buried beneath centuries of stellar ice. Ro Thursday leaned forward. "Bring the fleet closer. I want every scan running. Probe drones. Tether beacons. I want to know what that thing is and why it's in orbit of an unregistered world." The Zelorian fleet, 7 cruisers, 2 carriers, and the science dreadnought Seeker Truth, moved into position, encircling the alien ship in a precise formation. The vessel remained still, not silent. The Seeker's AI chirped a warning. "There's audio?" Vesh blinked. "Something's broadcasting, radio band." They listened. It was music, strings, brass, a deep orchestral swell building into something triumphant. Then a voice, clear and human, broadcast in old Earth English. "This vessel is a UNS Nemesis. You are trespassing in sole jurisdiction. Immediate withdrawal is advised." The language was unknown to the Zelorians, but their translation matrix adapted in seconds. "Sole jurisdiction?" Ro Thursday growled. "There's no record of any sole civilization. That planet down there, primitive, pre-FTL, maybe post-industrial." "Admiral," Vesh said, voice suddenly tight, "we just lost contact with Probe 2. Total data feed drop." "Malfunction?" "No, sir, it exploded." Before Ro Thursday could respond, the Nemesis moved. Not subtly, not slowly. It vanished from its prior location with an energy surge so intense. The Seeker's hull groaned in protest. In a flash, it was nose-to-nose with one of the Zelorian cruisers. And then, nothing. For 3 seconds, everything was still. Then the cruiser's shields collapsed. Its hull shuddered, systems cascading into shutdown. The warship didn't explode. It just stopped functioning. Ro Thursday shouted orders, but half the fleet's systems were scrambled. Jamming fields, anti-scanning countermeasures, EMP bursts. It was all happening at once. "Get us out of here." Too late. The Nemesis fired. A single lance of silver-blue light carved through space, slicing another cruiser in half like a hot knife through meat. No build-up, no warning, just surgical annihilation. They tried to fight back. They launched plasma torpedoes, photon lances, even a graviton imploder. The Nemesis dodged with impossible precision, dancing between attacks with movements that ignored inertia and known physics. It didn't fire again. It didn't need to. Each Zelorian warship found its systems corrupted, artificial intelligence cores overwritten, weapons disarmed, hull integrity compromised. Within 6 minutes, the entire fleet was crippled, and then the Nemesis spoke again. "We offered warning. You failed to comply. Consider this a demonstration. Humanity does not seek war, but we are very good at it." Vesh stared in disbelief at the ruined fleet. This is a death world species. We've stumbled onto a death world civilization." "Impossible," Ro Thursday whispered, staring at the central monitor. "That world is peaceful. No orbital defenses. No beacon. No known colonies." "The ship, it's older," Vesh murmured. "Look at the design. Ancient. even by our standards. It's been here a long time. Another message arrived, encrypted, but laced with a universal diplomatic handshake protocol. The Nemesis had lowered its weapons. Message reads, Vesh translated, "Your approach was interpreted as hostile. Further contact may be permitted under peaceful terms. Proceed with caution. Humanity remembers." Ro Thursday sagged into his chair. They had just met a ghost, a relic of a warlike species long thought extinct, sleeping quietly in orbit of their birth world. And the ghost had teeth. Weeks later, the Council of Galactic Powers convened. Rumors of the first human warship in millennia, operational, active, and deadly, spread across every channel, every species. Zelorian pride was wounded, but it was their scientists who pieced the history together. Humans had not vanished. They had retreated. They had won wars no other species remembered. They had seen the cost of conquest, the price of expansion, so they left behind the stars. They erased themselves, and they left guardians, sentinels like the Nemesis. Even now, it remained in orbit watching, silent, waiting. And though many would debate whether humanity was a threat or an ancient protector, no one dare approach Sol unannounced again, because first contact had not been diplomatic. It had been a warning.